What's going on, guys? Eternal One back with another episode of Brutally Honest, and today we are going to cover the Demon Seeds. Now, this legendary is so damn good and so damn fun to use. The problem is you have to use it over a smoke bomb. I know they just put munitions on caltrops, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. But replacing smoke bombs is so hard for most builds, especially depending on what you're doing in the game, to be even able to put caltrops on, let alone a legendary version. But Demon Seeds are so good, yet so underrated. Um, these things are incredible. I've enjoyed them since day one. Uh, when you focus on ghost weapon damage like you normally would, uh, depending on your build, of course, for the Ronin, who excels at ghost weapon damage. Not only do these things pack a punch, but then they apply weaken. And then if you get fired up on there, and as you can see, I have status effect duration too, that fire damage, even if you don't have any more status effect damage, which generally you will at least have it on your bomb pack, right? So that weakening fire damage is 25% more damage. And then if they step into another caltrop, that does 25% more damage. And then that sets them on fire again. And that fire, every time they step onto one of those caltrops, it puts another stack of fired up on them. Every time they step into one of these caltrops. Um, as far as I know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know. But even if they didn't do that, this is such a fun legendary to use. Really, really good legendary. Um, unfortunately, like most builds just don't utilize caltrops, and again, even if they do, putting a legendary on Ghost Weapon 2 is really difficult to do. Again, depending on your build. I have literally a very small handful of builds that utilize demon seeds. I wish I could incorporate them more. Um, but most builds, suffer from triple legendaries. Some work really well, and some are okay. But the stuff that you have to pull away from in the technique tree to be able to equip all these damn legendaries. I love this legendary. I really do. I'm gonna give this thing, and I'm probably biased, and that's fine. That's my review, right? I'm gonna give this thing an 8. I think it's extremely good, but it's really hard to incorporate into certain builds if it wasn't so difficult to do so without having to like severely sacrifice other things. Um, I'd probably give it a higher score. Again, I think it's a great legendary. It's going to do way more damage than you think it does. Like when you have corridors where enemies funnel through and you drop these down, you're going to kill so many things before they even get out of those caltrops. Like it does so much damage. And then if you drop bombs on top of it, now that they're weakened by them, your black powder bombs are going to do more damage. You let them run through that stuff, and then you use spirit kunai and you get everything back, and then you're able to use them again. It's friggin' great, man. Weaken is a phenomenal status effect in this game. And again, I don't think it really gets utilized enough. I mean, outside of the hunter, of course. Um, but great legendary. Just wish I could do more with it, build wise. But all right, that's gonna be this episode of Brutally Honest. I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.